if you are a real estate professional who wants to take your marketing to the next level, then I challenge you to tackle an evergreen marketing campaign. Now, what exactly is that? We're going to break it down in this video. But first, I want to welcome you back to our channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm Amanda Fezzolani, co-founder of Designed for Agents, where we help real estate professionals close more deals by mastering your marketing, branding, and production strategies. So let's dive into this evergreen marketing campaign, right? Now, a lot of real estate professionals tackle their marketing and prospecting activities either A, on a kind of like fly by the seat of your pants type of thing, you know, they dabble here, they dabble there, there's no real strategy to it. And then you have other agents, brokers, and even lenders who tackle their marketing and prospecting in the form of kind of just, you know, on a rolling basis, right? They have an idea, they implement it, they try it, right? Always testing things. They'll kind of have a plan, they'll execute, you know, maybe not necessarily at 100%, maybe they're not getting the most ROI, right? The most bang for their buck. But there's another way to do it, and it is to take an approach that multi-million-dollar brands take, right? It is to elevate your business, to think ahead, to think for the long run. And that is through creating an evergreen marketing campaign. So evergreen, right? Let's break it down. This is actually a type of marketing that doesn't have anything to do with a holiday or a specific time of year or it's not tied to anything. It is something that you can just run it, and it doesn't matter what time of year it is. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market. It doesn't matter what the interest rates are. It doesn't matter where you are in your career, if you're brand new or if you are like 10 years experience, right? It is evergreen. It can live on forever. And so the idea here is that if you have an evergreen marketing campaign, you can turn it on and off whenever you'd like, which means that you can print your own money, right? Okay, I'm exaggerating. You're not going to print your own money, but it can come close to it if done correctly. So how exactly do we go about this? Well, I'm going to give you a perfect example. So let's give it a little name. Let's call it the Fall into Home Ownership marketing campaign. Right now, I said we won't attach it to a holiday, but just because I'm making this video in the fall, I'm gonna go with that. It's a little bit punny. I'm kind of a corny person, at least I think so, but we will go with it nonetheless. Now, hear me out. This campaign is going to be something that doesn't have to have anything to do with the fall, right? And it can live on your YouTube channel, it can live on your website, it can live on your Instagram, it can live in the form of an ebook, it can live in the form of several emails, right? That really, you know, it's up to you how you bring this to life. But here's the general idea for it, right? Because once you hear this, you're gonna say like, oh yeah, duh, I should do that right now, right? Because this is something that you could potentially tackle in one weekend, right? Get it done, and now you have it, and now you can do something with it, which would be generate more business, right? So what exactly is it? We went with fall into home ownership, right? So you would create a series of 6 to 8 pieces of content. Ideally, this would be video, but if you're not someone who's very comfortable on camera and you prefer writing, right? It could be in the form of blog posts or a series of emails that get sent out that someone can sign up for, or it could be in the form of an ebook, right? But ideally, it's like pieces of content, 6 to 8 pieces, right? Now, what exactly is this content about? Now, I'm going to use buyers as an example, low-hanging fruit, right? So if we created 6 to 8 pieces of content based solely on the different steps of the buying process and or what buyers really need to know before they actually go out there and hunt for a home, before they actually work with an agent, before they actually work with a lender, when they're going through the lending process, if they're buying cash, right? There's so many different questions that can come into play. And so the idea is that you answer these questions within the 6 to 8 pieces of content, right? And the idea is that in order for someone to access this content, it would be one of two ways. Either A, it just lives on your YouTube channel and you kind of send people there when they sign up for your email list, or, you know, they subscribe to you, whatever the case may be. Or B, you can be a little more strategic with it and you can host it on the back end of something. Where like if you're running a Facebook ad or you have some organic content on Instagram or TikTok, you send people to this link, they sign up to access it, and then they get served or they have access to the series of content and they can watch it. And what's cool about this is that because you made it evergreen, it means that it doesn't matter what the interest rates are. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market. What matters is that the information is solid, it's tried and true, it's timeless. And that is the key to evergreen content marketing, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is make sure that the information you're sharing within the 6 to 8 videos is actually broken down in a way that's one, digestible, but also number two, it's timeless. So don't talk about current interest rates, right? You can talk about the idea of interest rates and how that might affect a purchase, right? But you would want to talk more about something like a seller's concession, right? Like things that are actually like not really going to change, right? Unless there's like some crazy lawsuit going on that I don't know about when it comes to seller's concession or how transactions roll, you know? So the idea is that this content is timeless, it's evergreen. And so you create this and you can run it again and again and again and again, and it never gets old. It'll be something that you create this weekend and it can live with your brand for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years even, right? As long as like things don't change. And if things do change, a lot of times it's like one small detail. You can always switch it up, re-record the video, change the ebook, right? Update it, whatever the case may be. But when you tackle your marketing in terms of evergreen content, it makes it easy, because when you're trying to like keep up with the times and creating content based off of, oh, the market shift this and the market shift that, and is there going to be a crash and interest rates and blah 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 and lawsuits and all this juicy clickbait content is cool, right? It'll get you views, you'll get attention, but it's not necessarily going to generate business for you, in the sense that like 90% of the people consuming that information from you are going to be the type of people you want to work with, right? But when you create that evergreen content and it's content that is actually something that only a person who's looking to buy would want to read, right? Everybody's interested in reading about the interest rates, whether you're looking to buy or not. It's juicy content, right? But if you created content that was specific to people who are looking to buy at any given time, right? This can live for you for years to come, and it is so worth diving into. Now, this small example that I shared in this video is one example of 4 different types of marketing ideas that we shared recently within Marketing Mondays, which is our weekly newsletter that goes out. You can sign up for it at the link in the description below or above, wherever this video is, and get these bite-sized pieces of content delivered to your inbox every Monday, because we dive deeper in those emails than we do on this channel. But make sure you're subscribed and you hit that like button, and leave us a comment if you have some evergreen content marketing ideas to share out there, because what's working for you might work great for someone else in a different market. And what's cool is you guys are not each other's competition. So chime in, build the community, and I will see you in the next video.